people have been injured after 7 blood-covered horses ran riot through the streets of London earlier today. This was 7 cavalry horses that bolted across the capital after soldiers were thrown from them whilst leaving the Hyde Park barracks. All horses have now been recovered, but the London Ambulance Service said 4 people have been taken to hospital following the incident. Joining me to discuss what's been happening today is talkSPORT's horse racing correspondent Rupert Bell. You know your way around a nag, Rupert, it's fair to say. Commentary, writing, making document, you name it, you know. I mean, what happened here does sound like, you know, in any other world, would be the sort of almost a satirical scenario. Wild horses running through the streets of London, leaving the Mall and ending up in Wapping, for goodness sake. You couldn't make this one up, but actually what did happen is rather serious.
Very serious. The horses from the Household Cavalry were going out on their morning exercise, which is quite normal, and they leave every single morning, whether it be going to Horse Guards Parade or they're going to go and have an exercise around Hyde Park. It's a regular routine for the Household Cavalry to exercise horses, as it is, and basically, if you think about it, in every horse yard around the country, they get the horses go out for their morning spin. But the different circumstances are for the Household Cavalry. Obviously, they're doing it in the heart of London, and with all that can happen with all that goes on around London in the morning. Now, by all accounts, they went past a building site and something spooked them to cause this problem. And obviously a very distressing one, not only for the people riding the horses, because we heard reports of one of the soldiers screaming in agony, although I believe, being told that no one is too seriously injured. But then obviously the horses running wild during rush hour, that would have been scary for all and sundry, not least the horses, but also any passers-by. As we know, 1 or 2 may have got hit. And you can see from the pictures there that the blood stain, presumably that horse crashed into some glass or something from one of the vehicles they may have run into. So it is perfectly normal for horses to get spooked. But obviously where it happened was obviously added to the danger for all and sundry.
Indeed, and of course we know, you know, horses are beautiful animals. They are majestic. They are neat. They look amazing. But the one thing many people don't always realise that until you get up close to one, they're big as well. These are huge animals and very strong as well. So the danger is there to be seen, and a spooked horse, as fit as those ones, is more than an undesirable situation. These things, just by dint of their size and their strength, can inadvertently or whatever cause some real damage, even to themselves, as we've said.
Yeah, and these Household Cavalry horses are well trained, and they are selected because they don't spook normally. They are used to the hustle and bustle of being out on parade and the noise that goes with that. And if you've seen all the times you've seen the Household Cavalry on parade, you see that these horses normally behave very well indeed. It's, you know, we saw all last year at the various parades, the coronation, the funeral, you know, the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. These horses were out there and most of the time behaving impeccably. But something can just occasionally, inevitably go wrong when you're dealing with horses, and something clearly spooked them. We know not what, and that caused the problem.
Could it be, Rupert, sorry to interject, is it possible that one horse got spooked and then the others are, there's almost a contagion there, that they're alerted almost to a potential danger, so they then carry that through themselves?
Horses are, in essence, a pack animal. So if one goes, the other one often goes as well, or others go. So it sets off a sort of a domino effect. And that's what could have easily happened this morning. I believe in one instance, one of the soldiers, cavalryman, was leading, not only riding his horse, but he was leading up another horse. So if he's thrown, then it means that 2 horses immediately are running free through the streets of London. Yeah. It's something, thankfully, that doesn't happen very often. I mean, I think it feels like this is almost something I can't remember something like this happening in these circumstances ever before. So it is so rare for this to happen. But obviously, when it does happen, things can go wrong. But thankfully, yes, 1 or 2 buses may have been have certainly suffered when the horse is running into them. But hopefully all the horses will recover from their injuries, and likewise the cavalrymen and any of the passers-by who sadly may have got in the way. When you've got half a ton of horseflesh coming at you, you certainly know when you've been hit by one.
Yeah, and just seeing it, I would imagine, was quite frightening for a lot of people. Not the kind of thing you expect to see at 8:30 in the morning on your way to Pret-a-Manger.